empty layup after coming off the pick. Wade's got the first points of the night for the Heat. Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
And here's Wade following the three from Chris Paul. Heat moving the ball around. Right side, good. Whiteside's got his first bucket of the night.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
It's Redick on the wing. All sorts of time. Shot is no good. And it's Miami the other way. Wade outside. Rebound by the Clippers. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
That athletic ability there.
Reverberation throughout the entire building on that one.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And how about the impact that's going to have on your team? You can imagine how much adrenaline starts to flow through the veins after that one. I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Bosh, the screen. Shot off the pick. And he drops that one in.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Paul kicks to Cephalosha. Back to Paul for three. Green with the rebound. The Heat leading by 3. And Bosh now top of the key. Johnson outside. The dish now to Green. Cephalosha with the steal. Green with the block. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Picked by Griffin. And here's Cephalosha for 3.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
5 to shoot. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Bosh, the screen. And the wide open shot from Green. A 3-pointer off the mark. So for the Heat, their last game a loss to Golden State. Griffin kicks to Jordan. Here's Redick. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Paul with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Griffin. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Keep it in the microwave.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
Winslow's checked in for Miami. Jackson comes in for Johnson. That one drops. He ties it up. And regarding Griffin's low block shot number, for some guys, they simply lack a certain feel, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backcourt. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
So both teams changing it up here. Griffin kicks to Crawford. He feeds it to Pierce. And again, no good by the Clippers.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. And then last season, his scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of fours like that on draft night.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Pierce with it. Outside Griffin. Shoots. Bosh grabs the miss.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Jackson down low. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Griffin's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And then Bosh with the jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down. You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Miami.
Well, you see Blake Griffin, and he is known for his huge dunks and ability to score, but he is a very well-rounded power forward. He's one of the best power forward passers in the league.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And for Griffin in his passing, often you'll see him set up teammates, Greg, for easy looks and dunks.
And with the amount of times that teams have to double team Griffin, that's huge. I mean, even when he's not scoring due to defenses focusing on him, he can still impact the game with his passing.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Heat. Now here's Jackson. Miami no good on that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Passes it to Crawford. Picked by Griffin. Crawford dishes to Pierce. Feeds it to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Crawford. Just 4 to shoot. With the shot. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got his 5th rebound in this one. Jackson with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Winslow, the pass to Bosh. There's a good screen. Offensive rebound. And McRoberts kicks to Bosh. Bosh with another miss. Clippers trail by